Claire and I had been married 8 years, built a life with soft edges, polished floors, dinner rituals, quiet Sunday mornings. She smiled like someone who'd never lie, and I believed her. Maybe that was my mistake, assuming loyalty was automatic when love once existed. I wasn't the jealous type. I was the observant one. I noticed everything. The subtle perfume she didn't wear for me, the new lock screen on her phone, the late project deadlines that turned into midnight arrivals. But I stayed calm, collected. I needed certainty, not emotion. So I waited. 3 weeks ago, I noticed her laptop open on the counter. She was in the shower. A message notification blinked. Eli, last night was perfect. I stared at it for 3 full seconds. No anger, just clarity. It's strange how quickly love can turn into calculation. I took screenshots, forwarded emails to a hidden account, installed a simple camera in our living room disguised as an air freshener. I wanted to see her, hear her, know everything before I acted. I even opened a new bank account, moved half my money quietly, filed a private inquiry with a lawyer under a false name. Because revenge isn't rage, it's precision. The cleaner's whisper brought everything into focus. I drove home in silence. When I pulled into the driveway, her car was there, parked slightly crooked, like she'd been in a hurry. I stayed in my car, watching the blinds shift in the living room window. 2 silhouettes moved, hers and his. I didn't storm in. I waited. 30 minutes later, the man left. Tall, well-groomed, the same Eli from her firm. I recognized him from their company's Christmas photos, her mentor. I let him leave. Then I stepped inside. The cleaner stood frozen by the door, clutching her mop. She whispered, "I'm sorry, sir, I didn't know what to do." I smiled faintly. "You did fine." Claire appeared at the top of the stairs, wrapped in a robe. When she saw me, the blood drained from her face. "You're home early," she said. "So are you." Her mouth opened, closed, searching for a lie that didn't exist. "I hired the cleaning service today," I said quietly. "Didn't expect company." Her silence was a confession. That night, she tried tears, apologies, words about mistakes and loneliness. I let her talk. I even held her when she cried, because I wanted her calm. Desperation clouds judgment. I needed her predictable. The next morning, I kissed her goodbye like nothing happened. Then I called my lawyer. We filed everything: infidelity clause, property claim, frozen joint account. I'd already moved my funds, gathered the footage, and traced Eli's payments to a shared hotel card she'd tried to hide. For weeks, I played normal. She believed the storm had passed. She even suggested a weekend getaway to reconnect. I agreed. I let her plan it all. 2 nights before we left, I sent an anonymous email to Eli's wife. Screenshots, dates, hotel receipts, even one clip from my hidden camera. I didn't need to sign it. Truth has its own signature. When Claire and I arrived at the cabin, the air was sharp and clean. She smiled again, the same way she did when we first met. I wondered if she'd ever meant it. That night, over dinner, I handed her a small box. She looked surprised. "What's this?" "Something you deserve." Inside was a USB drive, labeled Memories. She plugged it into her laptop. The video opened instantly. Her face, her laughter, Eli's voice, all playing out in perfect clarity. She froze, then turned to me, pale and shaking. "What did you do?" she whispered. "Nothing you didn't start." She slammed the laptop shut. "You can't." "I already did," I said. "Your firm has copies. Your parents, too. And by now, Eli's wife knows everything. You'll lose your job, your reputation, maybe even your comfort. But not your freedom. I'm not that cruel." Her voice broke. "You ruined me." I leaned back, calm. "No, you did." By morning, she was gone. Left a note I didn't bother reading. I sat by the window, sipping my coffee, watching the mist crawl over the lake. People think revenge is loud, shouting, violence, chaos. It's not. Real revenge is quiet. It's measured. It's the sound of a liar realizing they've been outsmarted. A week later, I got a call from Eli's wife. She thanked me, not for the evidence, but for setting her free. I understood that. Freedom is the final stage of betrayal. I still keep the cleaner's card in my wallet. Sometimes I think about her whisper, that single moment when the truth slipped through the cracks. She didn't know it then, but that call was the trigger for everything. Now the house is mine, clean, silent, every surface gleams, every room feels honest again. I walk past the living room and catch my reflection in the glass, calm, composed, whole. I don't miss her. I miss the version of me who didn't know what she was capable of. But that man's gone, and the one who replaced him, he doesn't believe in second chances.